today we are doing corned beef meatballs. They're going to be seasoned with local seasonings, and we're going to add some fresh ground beef to it as well. Our corned beef is from Fresh Harvest today, and you can serve it with marinara sauce on spaghetti, or you can do it as a finger food item. Up to you. You could gauge. If you're interested, stay tuned. Can I tell you all something? I can't remember the last time I opened a tin of corned beef. I'm not rusty, I just haven't made corned beef in 4 years. Whew. I'm gonna tell you, when I was younger, you remember you used to take these keys and drive car with it? But the worst part is when the key cut halfway through and you don't know how to open the rest of the tin. It's very soft and nice. Numero dos. Literally feel like I work out doing this. Alright. Corned beef, and we did some celery and half of a pimento because it was large. Plus we have pimento there in that seasoning, so we'll add that after. And then you're gonna add about 1 pound of ground beef. We are adding the ground beef to it because the texture of the corned beef itself, it's too mushy, it's too soft to try and make it into a meatball. I also run the risk of having to use more breadcrumbs or a greater amount of binder, so it will just taste very bready. So basically the minced beef is to add texture as well as for stability. This is shadow benny. This is a pimento and garlic blend, some chili flakes, dried basil, salt. Remember the corned beef would already have a little bit of salt in it, so be mindful of that. Black pepper. A nice coarse black pepper is always the bomb, but that's up to you. An egg. An egg. There's some good old local crackers here. So I'm gonna just bust it up real quick. Everybody that gave X this week, put a face in one of these cricks here. 12 crackers. You could use whatever you want. You could use breadcrumbs, saltines, anything, but I just thought we would keep it local now. Boys will like to see me playing with the rolling pin now. Alright. Let's check the coagulation. You could always gauge by how dry or moist this is. I might probably just use all of this, to be honest. Another thing to consider with salt is if you use a cracker that has salt in it, it's definitely saltier than probably dried breadcrumb, etc. So try not to like mush it down and mash it up more. Even though corned beef is already kind of mushed, just be delicate with it. Top up. Oops, but two in the same hole. A slow motion thing you're doing there. Between y'all and I, the meatballs for the business has always been the biggest hit ever, and people always ask me how to make it. This is not how to make it. Oh, I hate rolling meatballs. Not hate, sorry, I don't hate anything. I despise rolling meatballs. It's time you could be doing something else with your life. like vacationing in Barbados. Come on, roll with, this could fit in there? I think that's why I never used it, because it can't fit. Oh yeah, no, it fit. Yeah, we're gonna get some onion in here. It's a very fresh onion, it's super juicy. Packs, 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 packs. Yeah, like that. I just want it to get a little brown, like a light brown. But mostly, we're looking for it to get translucent. And we are using pre-made pasta sauce. Just because it's easy. And we already went through all that trouble. I got real muscles building. I got a lot of muscles making those meatballs, so I'm not trying to make any tomato sauce from scratch right now. You're gonna take half of the tin that you used and fill it with water and add that in and let it cook. You don't even need to do this actually, you could just probably crack the can and use it. We're just being extra. If you would move down to the oven, ta-da! Look at that, sweethearts. Gorgeous. Taste everything. If you wait for this to cool, that'll be the best time to transfer it, but we don't have time for all of that, so... Is this hot? Yes, it is hot. It's very hot. You're just gonna like transfer them gently into the sauce. Delicious. The underneath kind of crusty, which is the bomb.com.
What I like about this dish is that if you didn't know it was made with corned beef, you would have no clue. It doesn't taste like corned beef. It doesn't have that, I don't know, a processed taste. It's amazing. Perfect texture, perfect taste, good seasoning. Awesome.